Now, a bill seeking the mandate to mandate Nigerians, I beg your pardon, and the trained doctors and medical and dental practitioners to practice for a minimum of 5 years in the country before being granted a full license has passed second reading in the House of Representatives. The bill, which was sponsored by the All Progressive lawmaker from Lagos State, Ganiyu Johnson, seeks to amend the Medical and Dental Practitioners Act of 2004 to address the brain drain in the health sector. If passed into law, medical and dental practitioners trained in the country will have to practice for at least 5 years before they are granted a full license. Meanwhile, the Nigerian Medical Association, the NMA, and the Nigerian Medical Students Association, NIMASA, have opposed the bill, saying it is an attempt to enslave trained doctors and paralyze the health sector. Now, the United Kingdom has placed Nigeria and 53 other countries on the red list of countries that should not be actively targeted for recruitment by health and social care employers. Now, the announcement was contained in the revised Code of Practice for the international recruitment of health and social care personnel in England. It is recommended that employers recruit organizations, agencies, collaborations, and contracted bodies check the red country list for updates before any recruitment drive. The red list, where Nigeria now falls, is drawn from the World Health Organization's Health Workforce Support and Safeguards list. Now we have with us a RISE analyst, Dayo Sobowale, as he joins us to discuss the moves made by the House of Representatives to criminalize migration of doctors and the UK's placement of Nigerian health workers on its recruitment red list. It's good to have you today.
Pleasure. It's a pleasure.
Now, what do you make of this particular bill that has passed second reading? So, talk to us about it.
Okay, you see, the bill, the concern it generated,
Yes.
which is being addressed by our legislators, is already inadvertently being addressed even overseas. That is sort of the source of migration of the doctors. But in my view, this is more of an industrial relations matter than a legislative matter. See, the bill from the House is harsh, even though it is responsible and patriotic, because no legislator or no lawmaking body can preside over the migration of his highly trained workforce, especially those in the key sector like the medical sector, migrating incessantly overseas.
Yes.
But then, like I said, it's more of these people going abroad are going abroad because of poor salaries, because of insecurity of life or property, insecurity of tenure. Do you get me now? And poor working conditions. So what the government needs to do is to find out, and they have always been in negotiation with the Nigerian Medical Association, with the Nigerian, with the Consultancy Association of Nigerians, doctors and practicing dentists. They are being in consultation and negotiations. So they should persist in that. Because look at where the people are migrating to. In England, the NHS is one of the best in the world. It's an egalitarian society. It is a comprehensive place that trains its medical doctors continuously. So you cannot blame our doctors if they are in an environment where they have poor diagnostic equipment to work with. They can't help their patients, they can't help themselves. The normal thing is to look for greener pastures where they can earn what will be able to meet their needs. So that
Mr. Sobowale, permit me to come in at this point.
Yes.
Because usually when issues like this come to the fore,
yes,
the first thing we do as Nigerians is to probably take the emotional approach and not look at it probably not look at it critically. We don't, because first of all, if we seek to understand why the bill has been passed,
yes,
with my own little finder, because I'm doing
the bill is being passed.
Yes.
To stem the tide of migration.
Now, because the reason where I'm going to is this.
Yes.
When you look at the doctor per patient ratio in Nigeria,
yes,
it's one of the lowest in the world.
Yes.
As it stands right now, in places like Lagos and some other places, it's about a doctor to 10,000 patients.
No, according to the to statistics from the NMA and the Council of Medical Practitioners, the World Health ratio of doctors to patients anywhere in the world is 1 to 60.
1 to,
600.
1 to 600 patients.
Yes, 1 to 600. But in Nigeria, it is 1 to 10,000.
And some 50, places 1 to 30,000.
Right.
In some other places in the north, it is 1 to 45,000.
But doctors are always migrated.
No, the point is this.
Yes.
If, God forbid, we already do have shortages of doctors.
Yes.
And we now have this migration happening in their numbers, certainly to drive up these particular statistics.
That's
and
right.
that will mean that people in the interlands, people in the rural communities, where probably primary health centers don't even see doctors at all, will be at critical risk.
Yeah, but
do we look at it from the particular perspective?
Yes, that is perspective of the legislators. That's their concern. That is
and is that not a genuine concern?
It is a genuine one. But you see, they think desperate diseases need desperate cure. You see, I admire their sense of responsibility and patriotism in trying to stem that tide. But you see, what the Association of Doctors is saying, that you can't enslave people. This is in the Constitution. You can't hold people against their will. You can't make them work in conditions in which they do not like. Look, medical doctors, I'm not holding brief for them. They spend 5 years in medical school.
Yes.
They do national service.
Yes.
Now you say another 5 years.
But medicine is not only the profession that's probably actually spends 5 years.
If you are in the arts, or you spend 3 years.
Yes.
You get me? I'm not holding brief for them.
Okay.
But I'm saying, look at it, 5 years, national service, another 5 years, and then
lawyers do spend 5 years.
No,
even architects even spend.
Lawyers spend 4 years.
No, 5
3
years.
No, 3 years, then law school.
No, 5 years. I'm not asking you. I'm telling you. Lawyers do spend 5 years.
How many years do they spend for first degree?
First degree, 5 years.
First degree in Nigeria?
Yes, it is
okay,
5 years.
It has changed since when I was in school.
Okay.
You are not there then.
I wasn't there.
3 years.
But I did 5 years.
Then law school.
I did 5 years. So you
law.
so
full time?
Yes, 5 years.
Okay.
It's not 4 years. It's not a 4 year course.
Let's
okay.
You see, I want to look at a situation whereby, you see, we should be alarmed. Doctors are going. But look, and we should be having pestilence, diseases and all that.
All right.
But look, it's not like that. Look at when COVID was around.
Exactly.
We wanted to follow the mode of reaction, lockdowns and so on, like other places, but it turned out it was not our disease, or that we had extra hospital, extra informal means of looking after ourselves. Look at it. Look, okay, if you go to the US, you go to Britain, there are some drugs you can't buy without prescription.
True.
Such rules are not available here. People buy self-medication, then people read the internet, they look at their symptoms of their diseases, they try to treat themselves. Maybe that's why we have been boggling along.
No.
Yes.
Let me also say
that does not mean
we
should not look after our doctors or take care of our hospitals.
We do not have.
You seem to be on the side of.
No, I am not.
Lawyers.
I am not. I'm just playing the devil's advocate here. Now, the truth is this: it is widely accepted that we do not have a perfect society, and governance in Nigeria is heavily challenged.
That's right.
And sometimes overburdened. But nevertheless, where does patriotism play into the mix? Understanding that the oath that these doctors do take.
Hippocratic oath.
Huh?
Hippocratic oath.
Yes, that they do take.
But you have forgotten by their friend.
Yes.
That years back, Nigerian MLA, somebody infamously said the age of the humanitarian doctor was gone. You get me? Which means that they don't live by the Hippocratic oath alone, which means they should look only after their patients and not mind their environment. But you see COVID, many doctors infected their family with COVID just because of extra care, even in Britain.
Yes, that's exactly. It was a global problem.
So if in Nigeria now, our speaker has told them that, look, if they say they cannot go and the doctors claim violation of fundamental human rights, he said the law allows, in emergency cases, especially where public health is concerned,
True.
the law allows some fundamental rights to be set aside in the public interest. That happened during COVID. If this doctor thing too is an emergency on that scale, which I don't think it is, you get me?
Why would you think it's not? Because the point is, if the ratio of doctor per patient ratio is actually going up, and we are seeing people migrating.
That is statistics.
But it's the reality. It's the reality.
That is the danger, looming danger. But in terms of deaths, in terms of hospitalizations, in terms of quality of life, does it reflect it? See how buoyant you look now. Have you ever been to hospital?
That doesn't have anything to do with. That doesn't have anything to do. No, because some have also queried that when you take the amount of manpower the Nigerian Medical Association have spent probably striking and protesting, that probably if they give that to the nation, but maybe we'll be having better health care.
80,000 registered medical practitioners. Half of them are overseas. Half of them are overseas. And that is a problem. Why don't we improve what we have on the ground and hold them back? Nigerians travel more overseas for medical treatment, especially these same legislators, those in high places. There was a time when Bisi Onabanjo, the former governor of Ogun State,
yes,
under UPN, they were doing free medical services. They say, but you do that in Abeokuta, why did you have to go to London? He said, life has no duplicate.
No, but we know that most of the political class, to an extent, are misguided. Because, like you can actually see,
medical tourism, it's not done.
No, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, the vice president, had issues with his leg, and he needed something to be, and he did it here in Lagos.
In Lagos,
yes, he did.
And that's an exception. You know that.
No, he was actually leading by example.
That's good.
We are quite competent, but
look, why can't we do that? Why don't we improve the equipment that these people need to work? Why don't we improve the environment so that they work and they're healthy, they don't carry infection back home to their families, so they can look after their patients and have a feeling that the age of the humanitarian doctors here in Nigeria. Although informally, that's why I try to put in issues don't seem to get. Nigerians are a long suffering lot.
Okay.
You get me now?
Yes, we do.
I can't remember when last I went to hospital, even though as somebody who retired from a bank, I'm used to, free medical service for life. But then, I can do so many things to look after myself. I can, the internet has democratized knowledge. At the same time, it has improved medical care. It has improved nutrition. And people are more knowledgeable about hygiene. Even the COVID has updated and improved our standard of medical awareness.